Hi, welcome to the Online Jewelry Academy. I'm Professor John R. and I'm your instructor. On this channel, I've demonstrated how to make and set settings for cabochon stones. And recently, the Online Jewelry Academy released a course on udemy.com covering basic stone setting techniques, including thick and thin-walled bezel settings, tube settings, 4-prong settings, and flush settings. You can check the description to this video to find a discount code for the course. Although I've demonstrated basic bezel setting on this channel and in the new course, what I haven't shown you are techniques for setting multiple cabochon stones in close proximity. I know it should go without saying, but the most important part of creating a piece that will carry multiple stones is to finish the piece before you set the stones. Setting the stones in a piece should be the second to the last step in completing the piece. By the way, the last step is to give the piece a final polish. You don't want to set the stones too early because if you set them early, you'll inevitably have to remove them to complete your piece. With that said, let's take a look at the task at hand. Before you begin setting a piece like this one, you need to determine how to support it during the setting process. A simple solution to most bezel setting projects is to mount them on a small piece of scrap wood using hot glue. If the piece is uneven, like this one, you can shim up areas using pieces cut from the plastic lids of coffee and peanut containers, using hot glue as well. The great thing about using hot glue to mount your piece is that the glue won't damage the metal and it can easily be removed with a heat source like a hairdryer. Once you have your project secured, you can put it into a support like an Engravers Block or a Vise to hold it. With the piece in place, you can make adjustments to the bezels using files and scrapers. In the course, I demonstrate how to adjust your bezel heights and remove burrs. Next, you'll want to determine which stone to set first. Generally, the stone that should be set first is the one that presents the biggest challenge in terms of its accessibility. In this example, we'll be setting the smallest stone first. As you can see, because the bezel rocker is too bulky to fit between the adjacent bezels, I'll have to use a curved burnishing tool. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wax stick and pick up this small stone. I'll be sure to clean it off on my Selvet Cloth just to make sure that there's no grime underneath it, since it is a translucent stone. Next, I'll take the wax stick and pick the stone up again and transfer it to the small bezel cup. Now, to make sure that the stone is fully seated in this bezel, what I can do is I can either turn over the wax stick and use its handle, or I could use another small wooden tool just to push the stone down into the bezel cup. Now the stone is in there, so now I'll take the curved burnisher and I'll begin the setting process by pushing onto the stone in opposition using cardinal points. So this is just a normal setting operation. Once I have those cardinal points down, I can begin to push on the gaps in between those points in opposition so that the stone is securely set into the mounting. Next, I'll set the large center stone. Now, this is because setting the large stone will provide me with greater access to the longer axes of both of the outer stones. Now, I'm going to set these just using normal setting techniques for oval-shaped stones. The process begins with pushing the bezel on the longest axes of the stone, and then securing the shortest axes. Then you rock the gaps between the first 4 setting points. Then it's just a matter of smoothing out any gaps between the bezels and the stones, like I've shown you in previous videos and which is detailed in the course. Once the stones are set, the piece can be given a final polish and it's ready to wear. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. To get more information about setting cabochon stones, you can check out our new stone setting course, or you can search for the free stone setting videos on our website. Thanks for watching.